Hello, welcome to Rodeo's Drive Through Hollywood News. I'm your host, Rodeo Marie Hansen. Tonight, my very special guest is actress and singer Jane Lynch. So, Jane,
yes.
Your show, Swinging Little Christmas, celebrates the holidays.
Yes.
What was the best gift you ever received?
Well, I'll tell you what. I can't remember one gift that I got when I was a kid, but I can remember the music and the singing and the food and being with my family, and that's, for me, Christmas more than the gifts are.
Nice. What was it like to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Oh, it was very exciting. It was so lovely. Ryan Murphy and Christopher Guest both came and spoke. My whole family was there, and anytime my friends walk by my star, they take a picture of themselves and send it to me, so it's really great.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is one life lesson that people can take away from your book, Happy Accidents?
Oh, thank you for asking that. I think it's, and this is a little kind of out there, but I think it's don't have goals. Don't paint yourself into a corner by saying, I want to do this and I want to do this, because something might come along that you go, oh, goodness, I want to do that more. But if you find yourself doing what you love, like right now it looks like you love what you're doing, then you just keep doing it. And if you love something, that means that it's your destiny. You're supposed to do it.
Cool. Mm-hmm. What is your go-to snack food?
Coffee.
Oh. Nice. Thank you to my very special guest, Jane Lynch. That's a wrap. Tonight, my very special guest, songwriter, producer, and world-famous musician, Tony Guerrero. When did you first realize that you wanted to pursue music as a career?
When I was in junior high, I had already been playing trumpet for a couple of years, and I had a teacher who was very influential for me. And I remember being at a rehearsal with the school orchestra, and he started talking about, he stopped the orchestra, and he wanted us to play the music a certain way, and he started describing this scene, and he said, I want you to picture yourself, just like, I can't remember exactly, like floating down a river or something like that, and something about connecting the imagery and the storytelling into the notes we were playing just really struck me. And I always kind of point to that time as the time where I kind of thought, wow, I really love this. I really want to do this. And so from that time, I just really pursued everything I could about learning and, private lessons and teaching myself and listening and doing everything I could to study.
Great. What was it like to perform at the Grammy Awards, and were you nervous at all?
It was very exciting. I wasn't really nervous because there wasn't a lot of pressure on me. I was asked by a rapper named Chance the Rapper to put an orchestra together. And so I was part of a bigger orchestra. So I knew the camera, like all the pressure wasn't going to be on me. I was part of a larger group of musicians. But it was a lot of fun. It was a very big spectacle and a lot of excitement, and got to see a lot of other artists that I admire. And so it was a lot of fun.
Nice. You have worked with many diverse artists, from Paul McCartney to Slash. As a Beatles fan, can you tell me what it's like to make music with Sir Paul?
That was a bucket list item for me. I always thought two things. I wanted to someday, I meet a lot of famous people, but I thought someday I want to meet a president and I want to meet a Beatle. Those were my two bucket list items. And so the fact that I got to meet Paul, not only got to meet him, but I got to play with him and record in the studio was a great thrill. I just got the call the day before, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to worry about it. But I got the call, showed up the next day to the studio, and again, I was part of a larger group of musicians. But being in the studio with him was exciting, and getting to play his music. And I don't know if you've ever been in a recording studio, but usually the musicians are in a room like this, and the guys behind the recording equipment are in another room. And so to have him hear his voice in my headphones as we were playing and talking to us, it was just all very exciting. He was very gracious, very nice, came out and talked with us a lot both before and after the recording session was done.
Cool. As a talented jazz trumpet player, how important do you think music education is in our public schools? Well,
public school music changed my life. I mean, that was where as I mentioned, that teacher, but that's where I decided what I wanted to do with my life. And I was given a lot of opportunities, both in junior high, high school, and all through college. I was given opportunities to express myself. I got to start writing music and arranging music, and all the things that I'm doing today for a living started really in public school for me. And I honestly can't imagine my life doing anything else, and it's all because of that. So I actually try very hard to participate in programs that try to keep music in public education, and my own kids are in public school and are taking music classes there. So it's incredibly important to me. It hits me very close to the heart. So
tonight, my very special guest is musician Tim Davis. So Tim, your music has been heard by many people in so many places, from commercial jingles to television shows. When did you first realize that you wanted to pursue music as a career?
Oh, gosh. Well, I went to college for a business degree. I didn't really think I could do music for a career. And then I started singing in college and found out that I loved it. And then I got a sales job once I graduated, and I was the worst in the nation. Literally, I had the worst numbers in the nation. So I asked God for an opportunity to sing, literally. And I started singing with a gospel group on the road for 5 years. And then I knew that I wanted to sing for my supper. And that's what I ended up doing. And I'm still doing it today. Rodeo.
Cool. You have worked on projects like the Super Bowl halftime with Lady Gaga, to music at Disneyland. Out of all the projects, which one is your favorite and why?
Oh, well, I worked on Glee, and that utilized every tool in my toolbox. We did over 800 songs, and it was a lot of work and a lot of different styles of music. But I do have a special place in my heart for the projects that I've done for Disneyland, just because I can still go there and with my kids and experience it with them together. So
nice. Out of all the artists you worked with, who do you look forward to meeting the most?
Who did I look forward to meeting the most?
Yeah.
Jane Lynch. That's a lie. I didn't care. Who did I look forward to meeting the most? Probably Barbra Streisand. Because she is Barbra Streisand. And she was lovely when I worked with her.
Thank you to my very special guest, Tim Davis. That's a wrap.
Thanks, Rodeo.
So, Kate, your hometown is Philadelphia, PA. Mm-hmm. What was one thing you missed about Philly when you went out to Hollywood?
The people and the cheesesteaks. Not necessarily in that order. They have really good food in Philadelphia. And it's not fancy food, but it's delicious.
Cool. You played Meredith Palmer on The Office. Mm-hmm. What did you like most about being on that show, and why do you think it was so popular?
Well, it's hard to pick just one thing that was my favorite thing about it, because it was the people, the writing. I had the most comfortable clothes. I actually got to sit at a desk every day, so it was kind of like having a weird office job for real. But I just got paid not to laugh, because if I laughed, I would screw it up. It was a blast. And also, I think The Office is one of those shows that has continued to interest younger kids and like people that didn't discover it the first time or discovering it because of Netflix. And I think it speaks to smart people who like comedy who don't want to be told when to laugh, because we don't have a laugh track, and a lot of times the way that it's paced so fast and it's so funny that sometimes you'll laugh over a joke and then you'll watch it again and then you'll find something else to laugh at.
Awesome. Thank you to my very special guest, Kate Flannery. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
You.